Second down and 12 will call it now for the Huskies. They need the 41 to move the sticks.
Each year, over 500 million fans attend over 2 million sporting events in high schools across the country, supporting high school athletes that cross every socioeconomic background. Research shows that the benefits of participation are numerous and impact our students throughout their adult lives. From improved graduation rates to decreased long-term obesity to higher full-time wages later in life, high school students who participate in athletics have a leg up when school's over. All of these in-demand events, coupled with advances in technology, result in the creation of content that now has booming value. But at the same time, funding for athletic programs is decreasing. School system athletic directors should be looking at this disparity and working to close that gap.
We don't have a lot of money. We don't have steady revenue streams. We're not able to capitalize on the product that we have to offer. So the state funding is not always the same every year. We have schools that are wealthier than others. So we need to find an opportunity to monetize our product and establish a good solid stream of funding that we can use every year.
Up to now, it's been every school for itself regarding both external funding for high school athletics, as well as how to keep funds around to support athletic programs. Scholastic sports programs are missing a huge opportunity by not aggregating this content and benefiting from the dollars that it generates. There are companies out there that are aggregating this content and repurposing it for a profit. They're making money from high school athletics and from the school systems, but very little of those funds benefit the programs themselves.
Our data, our video, our student athletes, they're our assets, and we're giving those away to other vendors, and we're losing any revenue-producing opportunity.
Darren, right now there are companies out in the marketplace that are aggregating high school content that you own and putting it out in the marketplace for profit. Why should you take more advantage of your own content in order to put it out there for yourself?
We need to understand that we can own that content rather than giving it away to media outlets who certainly do a great service for some of our student athletes and give us great exposure, but that content can be monetized to help provide those safe playing atmospheres, to help provide better facilities, to help provide better equipment.
Technology and digital distribution systems have created opportunities to make live content and information available like never before. And the districts that own and control that content are empowered. The ability to share and distribute content efficiently on the web has created a competitive marketplace for high school sports. Through live streaming access and associated corporate partners, revenue growth over the next 5 years has the potential to be substantial and to create fairness and equality.
We have 19 high schools. Our largest has 900 student athletes, our smallest has 300. So naturally, vendors are gravitating to our schools that have 900, and it's creating a large inequity of opportunity among our 19 schools. We need to flip-flop that, and I think if we can start with those two things, we'll see pretty good progress in the next couple of years.
In an ever-expanding entertainment world, sports content remains one of media's most valuable assets. In college athletics today, for example, schools and teams work together to create the fiscal equality that's essential to every school in a particular conference to be successful. As the expression goes, the rising tide lifts all boats. So essentially, if you're able to monetize this content that you already own, you're not out scrounging for money in other areas in order to fund your programs.
Absolutely. When we have student athletes that are forced to fundraise, they have to go out and sell products in order just to provide themselves the equipment that they need for a necessity to play in games. I just don't think that is the best use of our student athletes' times. Our student athletes should be with our coaches who are educators, who are teaching them how to be productive citizens.
Once we get the streaming and the marketing of that asset, it will allow us to have revenue streams coming in that we can count on. But if we can identify a good, solid stream of funding to be used in our athletic programs, it'll be great. We can do all kinds of things with it. New uniforms, camp opportunities for kids, facility improvements. It could change the game for many of us.
Corporate community sponsors are picking up a lot of the slack in the funding model with great results and community pride in the process.
We just have a fundamental belief that making the community that you're a part of better has to be great for business. How could it not, right? It's an opportunity for our employees who also have kids in school, who are part of a local community, for them to be and see our organization truly giving back to the neighborhoods that we do business in.
Everybody has to be knowledgeable that they own their content. Their asset is their playing field, is their student athletes, is the kids who are competing for their schools and wearing their uniform.
We want our student athletes to experience a lightness, and a lot of that has to do with culture and just appreciation for what our coaches and our athletic directors are doing on a campus. That takes funding, believe it or not.
We know that there are many vendors out there. They are anxious to help. By bringing everything in with one company, we're producing the same product for every school. So we have that sameness, we have that uniformity throughout our district. I think that presents a better, more professional product.
Because ultimately, the product is our student athletes who go on to become productive citizens in our communities, and that's really what high school athletics is about. It's not about the 2% who go play at the college level or play professional athletics. It's about the kids who become our mayors, our doctors, our lawyers, our sanitation workers who are in our community giving back. We want our student athletes to be able to have that experience, to understand what it means to be a part of a team and what it means to grow as an individual, to maintain those relationships and be part of your community.
It's time to change the financial equation in high school sports. And these school systems and community supporters need to learn how to lead this change. As school systems become further enabled to take control of their sports content, they build winning solutions for school systems, student athletes, and community supporters. Embracing this change will result in more equality, better education, and increased pride in community that will benefit our students as they move to adulthood.